Recently, to say the least, there has been a lot coming out on this movie. Like, a whole lot. From multiple clips and TV spots coming out, merchandise getting released, and more unique marketing campaigns going up. But lately, we finally got a concrete final trailer for the movie, and with the full release only a few weeks away now, the publicity of this movie has been getting more intense by the day. It's almost every single day now where we're seeing something new come from this movie. I'm trying to avoid most of it to keep spoilers away, but still, every shot of this movie that we see just proves how much the directors and the crew really cared about this. I'm so happy that what I thought was going to be a terrible representation of my favorite franchise is being regarded as what's possibly going to be the best video game movie of all time. However, on topic of that, I was proven right in my first video on this movie. We couldn't escape the inevitable comparisons to the Sonic movie. These past few weeks, I've seen people really turn on the movies, due to not really being that faithful to the series unlike the Mario movie. Now, some are just pointing out the differences between the two, which is fine, but some are going all out and saying these movies were always terrible. Look, this is the reason I dread anything Mario vs. Sonic related, because at this point, it just boils down to petty arguments. Do I think both movies could have been more faithful? Yes. Do I think some of the human plot lines take away from the stuff with Sonic? Kind of. At least I actually do really like Tom and Maddie and some of the other humans as characters. But those things don't really stop me from enjoying the movies. Okay, I think that's enough on that. Let's actually talk about this movie now. Before we get to the trailer, I have to talk about the whole marketing campaign with the Super Mario Bros. Plumbing service. I'm sure you guys have heard all of it by now, but they actually made a mock commercial with the Super Show theme. Not only does that make for a great reference, but also for a genius marketing campaign with a website that has so many things you can just fiddle around with. A phone number which actually works and gives you a pre-recorded message from Luigi, and even some stuff in real life with a real van driving around cities and even flyers being seen around NYC. The marketing got insane with all this, and I'm all for it. It was just cool. On to the final trailer now. Luigi is dropped down in a cage as we see Lumily. And, okay, I'm all for dark humor, but this specific brand of dark humor is something I'm not really a huge fan of. And to be fair, it's not really that bad, but personally, I don't really find Lumily to be all that funny. But he's still fine, I don't mind him at all, and we've only seen a bit of him, maybe he'll get better, who knows. Also, we get to see more of the Penguin folk, we haven't seen them in a while, I'm glad they're okay. I hope they and Luigi become friends, that would be awesome. And of course, Charlie Day Luigi still sounds amazing. All of Bowser's minions look fantastic, although I will not take the Spiny slander. And speaking of minions, that blue-shelled Koopa has appeared in a lot of posters, trailers, and such. Not sure exactly, but he seems to be the head honcho of the Koopa troop in the army, and will most likely serve as a secondary antagonist along with Kamek. I also like how they're able to make the minions look distinct, but also similar. All of the different types of Koopas have these small little design details that are just enough to make them stand out. Then we get another voice line from Mario saying that he'll do anything for his brother, which makes me so happy because one, well, I just love the family dynamic, and two, the people who say Mario hates Luigi have been proven wrong yet again. Also, these shots of Bob-omb Battlefield and Tostarena look just incredible. They put these iconic locations in the movie just because they could. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it just makes me really joyful just to see so much from the series be pulled. Oh, and also Fire DK. Just Fire DK. Even though Waha from Chris Pratt sounds really good, his performance has gotten a lot better over these past few trailers. He started out unenthusiastic in the first few pieces of footage, but the more we got and saw, it sounds pretty close to Charles' performance as the character. The scene of Mario and DK battling Bowser's troops looks really fun. We get a closer look at the carts, which apparently had design help from actual car makers, and heck, it even has the cart selection thingy from Mario Kart 7 and 8. And finally, all I can say on the final battle on Rainbow Road is, it just looks mesmerizing. Seeing this specific scene in theaters is something I cannot wait for. Like, this right here is just one shot of stuff going on, There's so much action, so much going on, and so much color, which I previously mentioned to really love. This whole movie just looks so vibrant. Before the movie came out, the only thing that I knew was going to be good was the animation and vibrancy of the movie, because Illumination has basically mastered that. I'm especially a huge fan of the bright colors contrasting with the night sky here, and that's all I basically have to say. Yes, I know this was a whole lot shorter than the other two videos I made on this movie, but I never intended them to be that long. I am very aware of all the TV spots and stuff we've been getting, and personally, I'm not really looking too much into those since they're just revealing a bit too much of the movie, you know? So I don't feel it necessary to talk about them here. But anyways, now we're just over 2 weeks away from the movie. All we can do now is wait. I am so excited for this film to come out. And as I said previously, this video comes out pretty close to my birthday. So I feel it kinda symbolic that such a huge passion project for my favorite series ever is coming out close to that. Very excited for what's in store. Now, to bring this video to a close, I do plan on making a Wave 4 ranking, and I want to get my Death Battle Season 2 ranking out before Season 10 starts. But I can't promise anything. School has been kind of a lot recently, and I haven't found a lot of downtime to write scripts, record audio, etc. So I'll work on those the best I can, but don't expect much from me for the next couple of weeks or so. Follow me on Twitter if you want to stay updated, subscribe, and all that. Good night.